Hi, I'm Damari Gurrit. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hello everybody, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So everybody, looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say for this discussion in particular. I'm going to be going into some detail and I look forward to hear what you guys have to say as well and what you all have to say. So Special says everybody up, give them an update. That's a massacre reference for those that perhaps were not aware about that in particular. Greatness. Jackie Love TV says Dexter is my boy. We love Dexter. Hit the like and subscribe button, folks. All right, so let's get right into this video. Have you all thought about it really? Jamaica, as we know, is a former British colony. But have you thought about the Irish and also the Scottish influence on Jamaica? I want you to think about this for just a moment. Think about some of the most popular surnames in Jamaica. All right? Think about the most popular surnames in Jamaica. Anderson, Campbell, MacDonald, Buchanan, Murray, Smith, Cameron, Robertson, Bell, Stewart, Barclay, Blair, Graham, Wallace, Blackwood, Cunningham. All of these surnames are Scottish surnames. All of these surnames, as you know, are very, very popular within Jamaica. All of these are Scottish. And we haven't even got into Gordon, Nicholson. You see what I'm saying? So you guys get the drift of where I'm heading with this video in particular. You understand? Very, very different from the typical English surname: Smith, Williams, Jones, Brown, Preston. You can't get any more English than Preston. But to be quite frank, guys, it ties in well with what we're going to discuss right now. Okay? It ties in extremely well to what we're going to discuss at this point in time. Very much so. And that's in relation to Dexter Lembikisa and his move to Scotland. Why is Dexter Limbikisa's move to Scotland so important? Why is it that he's a part of Jamaican footballing history? Well, I'm going to outline that. Yes, folks, so use the moment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll continue with our discussion, okay? So factor this in for a moment, all right? Dexter Lembikisa is now the 10th reggae boy who is parading his talent in the Scottish Premiership. Yeah. Just factor that in for a moment. So yeah. So I want you to look at this list, and we're going to go through each one, okay? In particular. Firstly, credit to Dex. He went to the championship and played 27 games. 27 games. 25 in the championship, 1 in the League Cup, and 1 in the FA Cup. Wolves last year played in the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup. And now Dexter Lembikisa is the 10th Jamaican international to play in Scotland. Look at that list. Look at that illustrious list. Look at that list of players and the company that he's surrounding himself with. Just process it for a moment, you know? Let's go back to the very top of that list in particular, Ricardo Fuller. He spent a loan as well at Hearts in 2001, 2002, and he scored 8 goals in 27 appearances in the Scottish Premiership. The entire competition, all competitions, 10 goals in 29 appearances. So you could say a goal every 3 games in Scotland. And guess what? That opened up his move for Preston, where he played 3 seasons at Preston. Earned a move to the Premier League, where he played at Portsmouth. Eventually went on to Southampton, Ipswich, and then Stoke City came. That's where you could say he had the best time of his life where club football was concerned. Isn't that nice? Yeah, very much so. Well, that's something for everybody to factor in. You know? Yeah, very much so. So that's something for us. So Ricardo Fuller stamped his class and his authority within Scotland. Kemar Roof. Well, it goes without saying the impact that Kemar Roof has had in Scotland. We saw him at Leeds under Bielsa. He scored goals. We saw him at Anderlecht for that brief time frame. He scored goals. And now at Rangers, he's been scoring goals. He's had injuries, but guess what? He's been scoring goals. The last time he went to a club and didn't score goals was the 2014-2015 campaign with Colchester United. But apart from that, he's scoring goals and even played in the Europa League final, won titles in Scotland, Scottish Premiership, Scottish Cup, and Scottish League Cup. Ex-Technics, big up. How are you? Hope you're doing well. You guys remember Simon Ford? Simon Ford made his debut for Jamaica in 2008 against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You guys remember him? He played in Scotland as well. Yeah, he played for a team called Kilmarnock. Yep, played for a team called Kilmarnock. And he was there for a good 6 seasons too. Was at Grimsby, Bristol, Redbridge, Kilmarnock, Chesterfield. He made 3 appearances for Jamaica. 3. Played against St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, and Grenada. Those were his 3 caps for Jamaica. Did you know that he's the nephew of former Liverpool winger Mark Walters? Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Thank you very much, S-Technic. It is really appreciated. Very much so. We continue on. Omar Daly. Omar Daly playing Champions League and Europa League football at Motherwell with Chris Humphrey. That's right, with Chris Humphrey. Scoring goals, creating assists, and guess what? His goal at the Gold Cup in 2011 landed him the move in Scotland. Carl Thomas. Oh boy, I'm gonna tell you, guys, look who is here. Look who is here. Everybody say big up Carl right now. So Carl is a G. All right. Big up Carl. How you doing, man? All the best to you and the family for the new year, man. So yeah. Yeah, man. I agree. I agree 100% with you, bro. Yeah, man. One step at a time. We'll get there for sure. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. So we continue on along this list. Rolando Aarons also played his trade in Motherwell. Theo Robinson played at Motherwell. And we continue on with reggae boys that paraded their talent within Scotland. And now we continue on with Marcus Gale. Yeah, Marcus Gale played in Scotland before Ricardo Fuller did, you know. Yeah, he played in Scotland after the 1998 World Cup. He joined Rangers in 2001, and he spent some time at Rangers for that short stint as well. He played only a handful of appearances, but it's still the Scottish Premiership, you know. So that's something that we all can make keen note about. And last, but certainly by no means least, Fitzroy Simpson. Fitzroy Simpson also paraded his talent in Scotland as well with Hearts as well. So you have Ricardo Fuller, right? You have Fitzroy Simpson, and you have Dexter Lembikisa. So Dexter Lembikisa is the 3rd reggae boy who will be playing for Hearts. Okay? You guys understand what I'm saying? So yeah, this is very good. You know, and I'm very pleased about this. Very, very much so. So that's the situation there. So that everybody is aware. Okay? Fitzroy Simpson, Dexter Lembikisa, Ricardo Fuller. 3 Jamaicans having played at Hearts. Theodore Tapper Whitmore, he paraded his talent at a club called Livingston. That's right, Livingston is the team that he played for. I agree with you. Tavine Starat. I agree. The quality is there to be able to make the progress that is needed. So I have to 100% agree with you. The next question, Brando says, where's Hearts in the table? Hearts, as it stands in the table, are third. Hearts are third on 36 points. They're 10 points behind Rangers, who have 46, and the leaders, Celtic, have 54 points. So that's 18 points behind the leaders. Hearts are 18 points behind the leaders. So what I would say, honestly, in relation to this, I do think that Dexter can have a role in helping Hearts to finish third, perhaps even second within the league, depending on how things can progress. How I feel is that qualifying for European football is good. Even though this is just a loan deal for Dexter Lembikisa, it's a nice little feather in his cap to say that he was part of the Hearts team that qualified for the UEFA Europa League. I think that'll be a nice little feather in his cap. And then he goes back to Wolves fresh after the World Cup qualifiers and Copa America for preseason, and he is just ready to play Premier League football. It's full credit that he has already played 27 games this season. Just factor that in, folks. Dexter Lembikisa has played 27 games already this season. Remember, Dexter has played 25 games in the championship with Rotherham, and he also played the cup games, one in the League Cup and one in the FA Cup as well. So when you put that into perspective, right, he's already played, think about it, over 30 games when you incorporate the national team commitments as well in 2023. And he's 20 years old, so it's only going to slowly but surely. So that tells us everything. Mr. Porter, how are you doing, man? Hope you are doing well. Dexter is progressing extremely well. Dexter is progressing extremely well. Which is good. Very, very good. So I do want to wish Hearts all the best so that they can be able to progress up the table and also qualify for European commitments as well, So that is important, Yeah, as Technic, the vast majority of, if you look at Coach Whitmore's career, he was in South Africa, Cape Town Spurs, played in England with Hull City as well, played with Tranmere Rovers as well. And Tranmere Rovers fans to this very day remember him and his performances as well. When I was in Hull back in 2022, they spoke about Pepe and Tapa quite well, in a very, very good light. Marlon King as well, because he also had a solid contribution with them on loan in the 2008-2009 season of the Premier League. Remember when Hull City were flying high, even in the top 4 of the league at one point as well. And then they let Marlon King go. They brought in Manucho, and they only won 1 out of their last 20 games, and by a whisker avoided relegation. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that at all. But we'll progress forward. We'll progress forward in this conversation. In Scotland, Dexter will also be able to get the games. He'll be able to get minutes so that he can continue his progression as a player as well. I think it's been gradual in terms of the opportunities that he has been getting. So we know last season at Wolves, he made his Premier League debut, played 2 games in the Cup and also played in the League Cup as well. Rotherham, this campaign, got championship football experience, scored his first goal of his professional career, and also played the Cup games as well in the League Cup and the FA Cup as well. So you can honestly say that the progress that he has been making is gradual, and it is, you could say, very steady in that sort of mindset. So that's what I would say. It's been very good. Tyrone says, bless up, Simon. Bless up, Tyrone. How are you? Hope you are doing well. How are things? Brando, it's sections 211 to 216. I repeat, sections 211 to 216 for the Jamaica-USA game in the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals. Yeah. I am doing fairly well, thanks, Mr. Porter. I don't mind the cold, but embrace the cold. you know, uh, let's switch weathers. Jamaica will take the Canadian weather, and Canadian weather takes the Jamaican weather. Let's do that for 1 week, just 1 week. Honestly, I'll take the Canadian weather in Jamaica just for 1 week. It's just amazing how our moods can just change in different weathers. Like, I embrace the cold while others don't. Yeah, culture is a hell of a thing, isn't it? So that's what I would say, you know? So that's what I would say. Brando says respect. Yeah, man, no problem. So you know that big game is right around the corner. So it's very important that everybody gets on it as soon as possible. So I just want to recap the names for those of you that tuned in late. Welcome aboard to everybody. Dexter Lembikisa. His name is added to the growing list of Jamaican internationals who have paraded their talent within Scotland. Ricardo Fuller, Kemar Roof, Simon Ford, Omar Daly, Chris Humphrey, Dexter Lembikisa, Rolanda Aarons, Theo Robinson, Marcus Gale, and Fitzroy Simpson. All right. So that is something that everybody can be mindful about, because it's important. Very, very important. And this, of course, is the Scottish Premiership. All right. All right. So that's what we all can be fully aware about. Quite a journey. So yeah, that is the situation there. All right, this loan move for Dexter Lembikisa to Hearts from Wolverhampton Wanderers, a solid 10 out of 10. That's how much I rate this loan move. He's gotten the experience of championship football, and he's shown that he can manage Tuesday, Saturday football. Brilliant. Now let's send him up north to see how he can manage in a different sort of environment. And I think this is excellent because he's going to be in raucous atmospheres just like the championship as well. It'll be a little bit colder, so that will also test him as well. And also being in environments where the stadiums are a bit different in Scotland, where you're literally on top of the players. You go to Celtic Park, you go to the Ibrox, you can literally feel the ground beneath you shake. How will it be in that dog eat dog environment when you have 3, 4, 5 teams competing for one Europa League spot? Rangers hold the upper hand. But now you're in an environment where you have 4 or 5 teams fighting for one ticket because Celtic and Rangers will finish in the top 2 unless Hearts can have an immaculate run and squeeze Rangers out of that second position. So honestly, DC Sav, I have to tell you that this move in particular is a solid 10 out of 10 for Dexter. At 20 years old, he would have made his Premier League debut, FA Cup debut, Championship debut, Reggae Boys debut, and Scottish Premiership debut. Tick off a lot of boxes. So for me, at the start of next season, it should be a situation where he's competing for a place at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Unless he has a spectacular performance at the Copa America, which is still extremely likely, which is very, very possible, and he attracts the attention of equipos en España o equipos en Francia o Alemania o otros países en Europa. You understand what I'm saying? So football is a compelling game. You have that high level of consistency, and your world can just change just like that. So that's why it's always important for all of us as human beings to do our best to keep pushing because everything falls into place in time eventually. Devon Porter says, I appreciate my 4 seasons. I don't mind the cold. I understand what you're saying, but if we can just avoid the heat for a week, 2 weeks, yeah. Yes, DC, it will be better for the player because he'll be competing for honors, and that is to be competing for a different style. And that is, yep, that's right, European football. That's something that he'll be competing for. And he's in a different sort of environment, a nice change of pace as well, because as we know, Rotherham, in terms of their performances, have been struggling. Just 18 points from 27 games, and they need a solid. They're 8 points adrift of Huddersfield Town, so a lot of work for Rotherham. So I do think the change of environment will be important, extremely important. So there we go. So that is that. Okay, so you guys are just joining. You all are encouraged. Please hit the like button, and after you hit the like button, to hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys commentary as well. Okay, guys, so that everybody can be in tuned and in sync with the discussions that we're having at this point in time. Okay, so we're very pleased about this. He's getting back game time and slowly getting back into the nick of things. We now look forward for the consistency in performances and see. Of course, I can't wait either. And we're looking forward to create more history. We've beaten the United States in a Gold Cup. We've beaten the United States in a World Cup qualifier. We've beaten the United States in a friendly. Let's beat the United States now in a CONCACAF Nations League game. We've beaten the United States at under 17 level twice. So let's now do it at the next level. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready. We are ready. Mr. Blake is here. How are you doing, Mr. Blake? Hope you're doing well. Well, I just answered the question, Mr. Sav. He has had injuries, struggles, which he has been dealing with, but gradually making his progress forward. He's getting minutes. Won the Scottish Cup quite recently. So we want to see the consistency now. You don't want to rush into things, especially a player that has been having chronic injuries for some time. You don't want to rush them back into things. You have to take time. It's something that you have to be really, really considerate about. Live 11 Radio, Liam Moore, remember, he's unattached at the minute. He's a free agent at the moment since leaving Reading. And the past 6 months, you could say, was critical, just like the same for Michael Hector as well. Michael Hector needed those 6 months upon leaving his previous club to be able to recover from niggling situations that he had prior. And now Liam Moore is close to recovery in the gym and regaining strength and being conditioned. And I do expect him to be at a club in due course. Sometimes it's good to have that little reflection as well, because Liam Moore has been go, 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 go since he has been 19. Because think about the journey. As a teenager, Leicester in the Championship, Premier League loan spells at Bradford and Brentford and Bristol, then Reading from he's a 23-year-old, bam, 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 40 games a season, 46 games a season, 49 games a season, bam, 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 bam. So he's just been on the go. So sometimes this change of pace is important as well, so that he can mentally prepare as well for what lies ahead. Snowed on the Tennessee mountain. Memphis, Tennessee? Brando, a post was made about that immediately after the Canadian game in the CONCACAF Nations League. So I'm not sure where you are or if you have social media, Instagram or Twitter, but that information was revealed all the way back in November. So I think it's important to be observant whenever we handle things, okay? Good. Smoky Mountains. Okay, cool. Interesting. Exactly. So persons are aware that 216, 211 to 216. So persons are aware. Well, to be honest with you, with Tavine, this is something that has happened before. Jamaica has defeated Argentina, and this came at the Pan American Games in 2007 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Jamaica defeated Argentina 2-0, I believe. Kemar Dadadeli was on the score sheet. So Jamaica has defeated Argentina before. But of course, you know me, very confident, optimistic, and we're ready. Chattanooga. That means Mr. Lansley Blake and Siobhan Missy Marsh are neighbors. But in all seriousness, though, that's good. I actually like the snow. You know, some people don't embrace it, but I do. I think that's something that I richly embrace. And other persons should too, as well, because a nice change of pace, temperature, you know, it's needed. Very much so. And that's what I think of everything. No, Shamara, that's not accurate at all. That is not accurate at all. We're Jamaica, and we are Jamaicans, which means that we are capable of doing anything, anything in this world. Think about it for a moment. The fastest man, the fastest woman in the world, one of the greatest boxers to ever, ever live. Think about Mr. Trevor Berbick and the performances that he put in as well. Think about Mike McCallum, 7-time National Sportsman of the Year, world champion, right? We can go into other sporting disciplines and show the impact that we have had on Jamaica. Jamaica has an ice hockey team without an ice rink, yet we're able to strut our stuff with top quality teams. Should I continue? Jamaica is ranked number 8 in the world in lacrosse. Jamaica doesn't have a lacrosse field, but Jamaica are ranked number 8 in the world. Yes, I get your point with Lennox Lewis as well. And we can go on and on into other sporting disciplines as well. Jamaica has one of the best squash players on the planet in Chris Binney. Yeah, Jamaica has been to not only a rugby sevens, but also a rugby league World Cup as well in different sporting disciplines. Jamaica plays 55 sports. 55. Yeah, you can speak about bobsled, Calgary, 1988 in Canada. Think about what Jamaica has done for Canada as well. Think about that. Donovan Bailey, Jamaican born, won a medal for Canada. Yeah, Ben Johnson, born in Jamaica, won a medal for who? Canada. Lascelles Brown, born in Jamaica, won medals for Jamaica in bobsleigh at the Olympics. Jamaican born. So don't underestimate what a Jamaican can do, because you know the last 4 letters of the words Jamaican is ICAN. And you know what is ICAN? I can. So never underestimate a Jamaican and a Jamaican's ability. Never do that. Never. Because we're all capable of great things. And we've proven that time and time again. Yes, Jackie Love TV. We've spoken about Ali Atkinson, although she's not present at this point, but holding short course world records, that's something to be mindful about. Big up, Shavan. Hope you're doing well. I'm just making mentioning of the wonderful achievements of Jamaicans in different sporting disciplines and why we're special as a nation. Yeah, Dexter is amazing. Such a humble, unassuming, God loving, God fearing young man. Alia Atkinson, you're right. Very much so. Should I continue? The best white ball cricketer of all time, Christopher Henry Gale, the universe boss. The best all rounder in Andre Russell. One of the best T20 bowlers ever in Krishmar Santoki. That is correct. And we can continue on and on. Think about what Jamaica has given to other countries as well. Musashi Suzuki for Japan's football team. Think about the United States, Jeff Cunningham, Robin Fraser, Mark Chung, Eddie Pope. Should I continue? Sean Johnson. Should I continue? Or should I stop? Yeah, Marlon Samuels is world class as well. He's a good use. Tim Ware. And guess what? That is just recent times, Brando. We don't even go back to the 90s or early 2000s as yet to speak about their influence, their contribution, what they had as well. Jamaica has impacted almost every single country in the world. Think about what Jamaica's contribution has been to that country as well. We've had players represent the Netherlands with Jamaican heritage, Belgium, Norway, Japan. Should I continue? Or you get the picture. Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras. Carlos Buffon's grandfather comes straight out of Jamaica. Milton Nunez, the same thing. Should I continue? Someone Pierce says Dexter is the future. You're right. Jamaica has impacted the entire world. So never say we can't do this or can't do this. Because the last four letters is I can. The last four letters is I can. So just process that for a split second and a moment. Number 3 in the world in netball. That is correct, Mr. Porter. In the United States, we can have a long list of what we have done. Who do you think rebuilt the United Kingdom post-World War II? Jamaicans and the grandparents of Bobby Reid, Michael Antonio, Adrian Mariappa. The grandparents, the parents of Joel Latibodiere rebuilt England post-World War II. Have you thought about that for a moment? The roads, the infrastructure, the train system, the rail works. Have you thought about the contribution that Jamaica has had on the world? Who rebuilt the United States? Jamaicans. Who rebuilt Canada after the Second World War? Jamaicans. And you see the imprint everywhere you go. Mr. Porter can tell you how Toronto looks, how Ontario looks by extension in the province, and how Western Canada looks as well when you go to Vancouver in British Columbia. So don't say that a Jamaican can't do something because you look everywhere around you and you see a Jamaican imprint. You see that presence. Who built the Panama Canal? Jamaicans. Even George Headley, legendary cricketer, born in Panama to Jamaican parents. Jamaica has had their hand on it. Who got the first ever COVID-19 vaccine in the United States? A Jamaican. Just factor that in for a moment. Millions have left Jamaica in seek of opportunity, change, but guess what? They haven't let us down. They've shown resilience, tenacity, hard work, and that tells you everything. Mr. Porter even cements the point about significant construction within Canada. Royal Ontario Museum by a Jamaican. So today, when you care about your tasks, think about this for a moment. What we see taking place, tell yourself that you're special. Because I know 100% of people watching this video right now are Jamaicans. And that you are special and you are worthy of great things. And this is fact, not fiction. Okay? Everybody understand the point that I'm going with all of this? Good. Because it's important. Important that we all get it. Important that we all understand the role that we have and the impact that we have. So when you see or hear of a Jamaican or somebody that was born in Scandinavia, in Asia, and has Jamaican heritage, don't be surprised. But salute the work that their father, grandfather, grandmothers did, because they broke barriers to make an impact in that land. We are Jamaican. Remember that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are Jamaican. Be positive. Great things are coming.
Hi, I'm Dexter. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.